Hi, I'm Hui Hui. I'm an alumni from Yarmouth Secondary School, and currently I'm taking Masters of Philosophy in Curtin University, Malaysia. So, I have been with SE4 Agent Agency in Prudential for about 6 years now, and only when I joined Prudential, then I know about financial literacy. So that was about when I was 18 years old. Yeah, then I was only exposed to this financial literacy. So back then, a little bit story about myself is that right after SPM, even before I joined Prudential, I actually worked in a retail store for 4 years if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so from there, actually, when I got my first salary, I spent it like nobody because it's like your first, you own it, you earn it, you know. So I start spending like nobody. And then slowly, second month goes by, third month goes by. Then I realized that why don't I have any savings in my account? Yes, I receive an amount of money every month, but I don't see any money a few months later, which is very wrong, you know. Then I realized, Then after that, I actually joined with Prudential. A few months later, I believe like about a year or less than a year, I actually joined with Prudential. Then I start to learn about financial literacy. Then I know the importance of savings, the importance of having an insurance, you know. If something were to really happen, at least I have an emergency fund, something that to cover me up. Yeah. Then along the ways, I still realize maybe I do have a little bit of savings, but whenever something emergency happen or something like is on sale, you know, you just have to get it. That's when all my savings are again gone. Which means like all my savings for that few months is not enough, it's not even sufficient for myself. Then I was introduced to this Robert Kiyosaki by Madam Andrea, which I have learned a lot about financial literacy really through this insurance. Is that I read about Rich Dad Poor Dad and many other books written by Robert Kiyosaki, or even watch his video and all those. Then until a few years ago, I think it's last year or last year, we have a chance to play this board game, which also this cash flow game. It's just that when we were playing it, we were doing it on board game and you guys are doing it online. So yeah, we played it among our own agency. Is that you get to really see what is the importance of passive income. It is true that most of us are actually stuck in the rat race and without realizing it. We may think that, oh, okay, we are working as an offshore guy and I have a salary about like 10,000. Oh, it's sufficient for me. I can even have a family, you know, I can take loans, I can have all this. 10,000, it's good enough. But if you don't know how to manage the money, 10,000 is never enough. It's never going to be enough. You see, like this COVID-19 pandemic is just the right example. Why? Many people find it hard to survive without any income during this COVID-19 pandemic. This COVID-19 pandemic shows that how important it is for you to have a savings for emergency funds or even in investments. Yeah. So if previously people have not done enough preparation for this emergency, something unexpected that will happen. So this is actually, they're going to suffer a little bit unless they are willing to let go of some of their entertainment, you know, in order for them to survive. Yeah. So this actually depends on how one looks into it. But there is nothing wrong with knowing how to manage your own money and be financial literate. And you all are actually very lucky that you get to expose to this financial literacy at this young age. Financial literacy is something that you don't get to learn neither in high school or in uni. No matter in where you go, either overseas or in local uni, no, they're not going to teach you about financial literacy. You have to learn it yourself, or either if your parents teach you, that's even better. If not, then you have to learn it yourself. It's either a self-development or by true reading, through watching videos. If you're lucky, then maybe you have a friend who is willing to share it with you. Then if not, then maybe until one day it's really suffering, then you start to learn about financial literacy. Then that's very hard because you get to learn, you have to learn it from bottom again. Like you have nothing else left, then you have to start all over again. But of course, while you're young, if you know the importance of financial literacy and then you slowly get to plan your financial when you start getting up from the school and start getting into society and start working in those things, it's actually a very big benefit for you if you know how to apply. Definitely, it doesn't mean that you have to directly get into stocks. It doesn't mean that you have to directly invest to get passive income. No. So every time, even in the game itself, whenever there's a stocks or anything, it actually asks you to choose, right? Whether you want to pass or you want to buy. That is a decision that everything we do, we have to think. We don't just think like now, okay, now I have 5,000, so why not I just spend all 5,000 into buying this stock? You have to consider how much is a trading range, how much If I can buy this at a lower price, when? When would be the best time? Is it now? If something happens next month, do I have enough emergency fund? So these are all sorts of questions that you have to ask yourself. And it's a decision, it's an important decision that will actually affect further and further. It's going to affect not just yourself. If you have a family, it's going to affect the whole family. So for example, a very good example is also on the baby. Yeah. So some people, they might have baby accidentally, you know. It's going to increase your monthly expenses without you realizing it, and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm already not having enough money for myself, and now I'm gonna have a family, I'm gonna have a baby, I have to feed the baby, right? So this is actually a situation that a decision we have to make before we think and we do any actions, you know. We can't just like for a moment of fun and we just ruin our own future. While we are young, it's actually a very good time for us to strive and just keep going and just keep doing. But of course, not forget to go back to our own family and also going back to the society. Going back not like, you know, just go back and give money and go, but it's more of like companion, and also get involved in into social responsibilities. Going back, giving them, donations. Some donations don't even need money. You see, like your used clothes or anything, like what they used to do in Leo Clubs, that's what I'm in last time when I was in Vietnam. So yeah, just make sure every time you have an amount of money, let's say 100% of your money, you know how to split it up. You know how many percent goes to investment, how many percent goes to savings, how many percent goes to your expenses, how many percent goes to your own responsibility, which means it's your family. Yeah, so whatever you do, whatever decision you make, there's no right or wrong, but you have to know whatever decision you make is going to affect yourself. Yeah, so make sure you make the right decision. While you're still young, it's fine to maybe lose a little. It's fine to make a little mistakes. But just make sure you don't only think of this financial issue as a big thing when you grow up and having a family. It's a little bit safer to play while you're still single, you know. So I hope that you'll actually enjoy this cash flow game throughout this entire week. And also make sure you'll apply into real life regarding this financial game. Okay, I hope you all enjoy and have money, learn how to plan with your money and manage your money well. Alright, thank you.